There is four things that you will probably never hear from the pulpit in any church anywhere because they're not convenient. The first one is Isaiah 4 1, 2, and 3. What's going to happen at or near the return of Christ is it says, in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man. In other words, polygamy, 7 to 1. And they'll say they'll eat their own bread, wear their own clothes. They just want to be called by his name to take away their reproach. That's babies, folks. And people will say, oh, it's a curse, it's a punishment, and all that. It is on women. It's the reestablishment of proper order in the family, is what it is. But if you say it's a curse and it's this and that, let's see what it says here. It says 4:2. It says, in that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely, of them that are escaped of Israel. And it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion and he that remains in Jerusalem shall be called holy. These polygamists are holy, and they're beautiful, and they're glorious. Bet you never heard that. The next one you've probably never heard is Isaiah 66, 15, 16, 17. I don't like this one. For behold, the Lord come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, and render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. And for by fire and sword shall the Lord, all caps, plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. What possibly could he be talking about? And they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together. Folks, there are a list of animals that are an abomination to eat, touch, whatever. They are an abomination. Christians that say, I can eat pork, I can eat shellfish, oh, God allows it, it's sanctified by the giving of thanks and prayer. You know, this is one of those things that you just got to choose. If you're waiting for God to return, Jesus to return, and you're eating pork, it says here he's going to consume you. All right, Zephaniah 1:7 and 8. It says, hold thy peace at the presence of the Lord, for the day of the Lord is at hand. For the Lord hath prepared a sacrifice, and he hath bid his guests. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice, that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with strange apparel. You know, it says that which is highly esteemed among men is an abomination to the Lord. What is war? By politicians, lawyers, businessmen. It's the attire of the day. Suit and tie, folks. Suit and tie. Now you could laugh at this, and this isn't exhaustive. Look it up for yourself. But the suit and tie was designed to represent intercourse. The tie is the penis. The V-neck is the vagina. If you don't believe me, look it up. But the irony is that churches, many churches today, you can't get on the ministry team or be an usher or whatever. And I know you got these contemporary churches, but I'm talking the real successful ones. Like, if you're going to be on the ministry team and stuff, they require you to wear a suit and tie. That's irony. The other one is, I don't know how many times I've heard hymns, even old hymns or songs, talking about Jesus' return being a bright sunny day in the morning, and oh, it's just so wonderful. I got news for you. They're lying. So Joel 2:1, we'll do that one first. Then 2. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, sound the alarm on my holy mountain, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh. For it is nigh at hand, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great and strong people, or great people and strong, there hath not ever been the like, neither shall there be more like it, even the days of many generations. In other words, it is kind of a once in a lifetime thing. Zephaniah 1:14, the great day of the Lord is near, it is near, and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. If you think the day of the Lord is going to be some bright, great thing to look forward to, you clearly have not read your Bible and don't know prophecy. 4 things you will probably never hear in church.